I almost dropped a testicle. The doctor says it could come out any day now, but
Hey everyone, welcome
yeah.
to that episode of Melvin and Bernie's Video Game Review, Super Awesome Duper Duper Show.
Hey,
It's great to be back.
welcome everybody. Welcome back.
So here we are. We got this is our first game review in a little while.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty excited to talk about this because, I don't know if y'all are really familiar with it or not. Bernie, I know that this is kind of a genre of video games that you're not totally familiar with, but you're kind of dipping your toes in, tabletop RPGs.
Yeah. I am slowly wading into the waters of the Dungeons and Dragons realm.
Yeah, fifth
Yeah.
edition, baby. Oh yeah, good
Yeah.
shit, man. Favorite.
It's very exciting. So yeah, this is the first part in our limited series on the Solasta tabletop simulator. And what I like about it is that it is completely online. Melvin and I can roll up a campaign, create some characters, and go out and have virtual adventures in the digital domain.
It's really cool. Like, I'm actually surprised at how faithful it is to the classic tabletop RPG. I've been
Yeah.
playing it for a couple years now. It scratches a certain itch that you can't really
Yeah.
get from other games.
Yeah.
You know, the feeling of having complete control over the entire world around you.
Yeah, and you
being
made
able
a fair maiden character. She's quite pretty.
Yeah, her name is Hillary. She's very sweet. So one thing I like about this game is that it's really faithful to the tabletop RPG. You know, it even rolls
Yeah.
dice for you. It makes you feel
Yeah.
like you're really there. And what's cool is, like, I don't really have any friends, except for Bernie, of course, most of the time. So
I can't
it's like,
roll dice because I'm allergic to the plastic that they're made out of.
so it even rolls it for you.
Yes.
And Bernie over here, he could be home suffering from monkeypox, baboon pox, and the plague, but I don't have to be around him, and we can both fight the Gorlock together.
We could kick its rear end, baby.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I just got an email notification. Oh my god!
What?
Big news! Big news! Big news!
What is it?
My Twitter ban has been lifted.
Shut up! Those fools let you back in.
Yeah, finally.
How?
I guess they kind of realized that kicking me off Twitter in the first place was kind of an unnecessary, pointless endeavor. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't really
just
deserve.
made so many other accounts.
I didn't really deserve to get kicked off. I mean, I'm just saying.
What
like,
did you do anyways? I don't remember anymore.
I'm just gonna say here that certain people out there really need to get a better sense of humor. All right, not everything should be taken so seriously.
Right.
I mean, so
everything's a joke, right? Like, if these people get offended by the outrageous, racist, sexist comments you make, who cares? That's their problem, right? Right?
Well, it's all
right?
in good fun.
Yeah, it's all in good fun. Yeah.
It's all just in good fun. I mean, come on, like, no one really believes any of that stuff. It's just like back in the day when we were in high school. Maybe not high school, more like elementary school. I mean, that's the kind of level we're working with here. Back in elementary school, when everyone would just kind of like walk up to each other and fart in your hand and stick their hand in each other's faces. That's kind of like what Twitter is now.
That was so hilarious, Melvin. I really appreciated that.
That's kind of what we're talking about here. It's not about trying to be intelligent or having discourse or anything really that's going to go and benefit us. I mean, come on. Like, that's the kind of stuff that, like, nerds talk about.
You triggered an asthma attack and a panic attack simultaneously, and I had to go to the school nurse for the second time that day. You know how hard that is to treat?
What'd you go there for the first time for?
Chocolate pudding. It was chocolate pudding day, and they did not make it with the rice milk that it was supposed to be made with. I was assured, my mother was assured that the chocolate pudding would be made with rice milk instead of the acidophilus 2%.
Man, I'm really sorry.
And it turned my stomach in knots, and I had to immediately run to the bathroom.
Oh boy. What else happened, man? I'm sorry. I didn't know this was such a thing. You want to talk about it? Like, it sounds like this is.
I didn't make it. Okay, The principal drug me into the nurse's office. They took me into the kitchen and hosed me down and got me some clothes from the lost and found and reclothed me and pushed me back
Bernie,
into class,
Bernie,
even though I
we're
was still traumatized.
sorry,
I was sitting there, and you farted
so
and
Solasta.
cupped it in your
Solasta.
fingers.
We're supposed to be reviewing the video game. Yeah. All right, reel it in, man.
Yeah.
I know. I know it's very sensitive
Lost.
subject. Like, I'm really sorry. Like, I know. Like, I know. All right, I understand. I know. Chocolate pudding, it's a horrible day for you. I promise you. Look, I really care. I'm sorry. Look, I really don't mean
so bad.
Be kind of memory. I know, man.
Still
Look,
smell it, Melvin.
I really didn't mean to rip up those open wounds, man. Here, all right, man. Look, the president, forget his name. He's that old guy. Where's his suit?
Joe Biden, you know very well.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah. All right, yeah.
Damn you.
Yeah, Joe.
A guy that looks like my favorite old grandpa.
Yeah, Mr. Biden. He turned 80, I believe. I think he's older than your grandpa. He's like, got your grandpa by like 20 years, I think, right?
He's an octogenarian.
Yeah,
he's not had any snafus in the press or anything. He's just continuing to kick some ass.
He gave this awesome speech, and he addressed
everybody
in front of God and the United States, and
at the auto manufacturing
the emperor
plant.
That he was. He said, "I got 4 words for you: made in America."
The digital world is so amazing. Like, I'm so on board with all the stuff that Meta is doing.
Oh my God, the metaverse.
I want to be in the digital universe. As you know, my fleshy form is just not doing great. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, and like, if I can continue to exist in the digital world, like, just how awesome would that be? Like Tron.
So you want to surrender to the Zuck, huh?
I'm gonna be Kevin Flynn. I am gonna rule the digital domain.
Are you sure you would rule, or you would serve? I mean, you would never be yourself anymore. Do you really want the CIA and Mark Zuckerberg and the glow-in-the-darks to really keep you under control for the rest of your life, your eternal life?
Yeah, okay, yeah, that was just a joke. That was part of our April Fools.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
It's all kayfabe, everyone. Don't worry about it. So anyway, this is our first impressions of Solasta. Very impressed with the way that it was kind of translated into a home game. It's really cool to be able to play Dungeons and Dragons, or maybe not exactly Dungeons and Dragons, but it's really cool to actually play something similar to it without having to get a group together and a DM and learn all the roles and stuff. It kind of walk you through it and allows you to get it figured out. It doesn't really have as many options for creativity as the normal Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition would offer you, but it does offer you a pretty decent experience. But we will certainly be giving more information about this in the future. Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, so did you hear about this whole verification thing on Twitter?
Yeah, like you pay, like, what is it, like $20 a month, and you get to get the check mark and be the real thing? How much is it? $20, $30?
I think it's $8.
Oh, $8. Wow, that's
yeah,
man. Wow.
That's a paltry sub to, be whoever you want.
So I could just pretend to be like, I don't know, Colin Powell and just be Colin Powell.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Oh, I don't know. Maybe Mario could flip off the world for 2 hours on Twitter under the Nintendo of America verified account. How about that? You think Twitter's so damn great? I'm telling you what, man. I got so many mixed feelings about this. Like, Elon Musk, the savior of our kind, he's going to put us on Mars, Melvin, but he's just running roughshod over Twitter. Trump's back on Twitter.
Wait,
that's great. What could possibly go? Yeah,
look. Oh man. All right, cool, sweet. I'm glad I got back on Twitter too. I can follow him finally.
Yeah, LeBron James got on there. He's like some sport player, some big guy. I don't know. Apparently, he wants a trade from the Lakers. Oh, look, there's Jesus Christ, Melvin. That's a verified account.
Well, that's cool. All right.
Yeah, Jesus is back. Oh, look at that. Free medicine for me. I could actually use that. You think that's real? Just gives me so much anxiety to even think about. Oh, look, I have a follower, Melvin.
Oh, cool. Well, how about that? Oh, somebody likes you.
Oh, the Ginger Beast.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
No way. Jason David Frank, the original Green Ranger.
Oh, what's he doing?
Oh, he's dead.
Bummer.
Oh, wait, I got another follower.
It's my mom, isn't it?
I'm not saying. Oh, Donald Trump is back on Twitter after Elon Musk reinstates his account following a public poll in which upwards of 15 million people voted.
It's about time.
That's TMZ.
Life was just not as fun without Donald Trump being in the news every second of every day, constantly, unable to ignore. It's just great to finally have Donald Trump in the news forever, all the time.
It's like all CNN can talk about. He's been on CNN constantly every day for like the last 8 years, ever since he announced his first presidential campaign. It was Trump, 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 Trump. And then while he was president, Trump, 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 Trump. And then since he's not president and he really lost the election, Trump, 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 Trump.
I kind of think that, like, liberals are more obsessed with him than I am. Like, at least, like, I can talk about something else once in a while.
I might agree with you on that, Melvin. We may agree on that.
Well, now I just feel weird. Let's change the subject right now. Okay, yeah, I don't like agreeing on things. All right. Maybe the Earth isn't really flat. Maybe coronavirus really isn't just a big conspiracy created by the Chinese to go and put Joe Biden into office. Look, I'm saying that it's a possibility, all right? And look, maybe the CIA really doesn't glow in the dark. Maybe that's a big conspiracy too. But maybe they do. Maybe the aliens really were trying to help us, and our own government created the coronavirus so that we wouldn't be able to interact with the aliens.
I just think it's a bunch of misinformation so that the government can weaponize space. Like, we're not talking about going to the moon or Mars. That's private companies that are doing that. The government makes Space Force, and they want to make weapons out there. It's all just so they can make money. And, that's when the world is most profitable, is when there's wars. Because, oh, look, I can sell you this bullet for $100. I can sell you this missile for $1 million. I can sell you this plane. I can give you these missiles and all this stuff for $20 billion gajillion dollars from Kim Jong-un so that Russia can attack Ukraine. So it's horrible. It's so sad.
Oh, man. All right. Oh, you know what? I think I'm actually starting to kind of see your side here. So hear me out. Real talk. Look, listen. All right. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. Kind of be careful here. All right. So the aliens are benevolent, possibly, but the government, our government, there's some bad dudes out here.
There are some bad ones too, but
when did we start thinking about Space Force? And when did we start thinking about colonizing outer space? 2016, right? What happened in 2016? Yeah.
I knew you were going
That's
there.
when Donald Trump ran for president. I'm telling you, it's all connected. You got to see all the gears, man. It's all there in front of you. Donald Trump, he was just there to warn us. He knew. He knew from the start. I think that he was going to disclose the existence of the aliens and explain the truth behind this. And the media, they keep trying to make him look like a fool. They keep trying to discredit him. But he knew, and that's why they rigged the election. That's why they wouldn't let him have it. Even though he won, even though he should have won, they knew that he would blow the cover off the entire thing, and that's why here we are again with Grandpa in charge, not coming any closer to uncovering the truth. And now look at us. Now we got baboon pox. Now we got COVID 90,000 coming out. Now we got everybody dying. Now we're at war with Russia, possibly. Now we got Ukraine and Russia fighting each other. Here we are. Everything's worse than it was. What happened? Donald Trump isn't president. There you go. It's obvious. So obvious.
You've convinced me.
I don't think I have.
That's not fair, Melvin. You can't do that. I'm the one that believes that certain people in the government are trying to force disclosure. There's no way Trump was going to do disclosure.
Look, if you're anyone who knows how to talk to the aliens, if there's anyone who knows how to get a business deal going, actually, believe it or not, take the nonviolent solution to international politics, it's Donald Trump. I mean, I'm sorry, but we didn't go to war with anybody while he was president, but here we are with Biden, and suddenly we're talking about World War III. They were talking about World War III with pretty much every day when Trump was president, but wars actually happened when Biden became president. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I guess you might have a point there. I mean, Trump's such a loose cannon and so goddamn crazy. It's kind of like Kim Jong-un. Nobody wants to fuck with him. I can't argue that point, Melvin.
Yeah, see, there you go. Sometimes in order to international democracy out there, you gotta break a few eggs. And sometimes when the only tool you have is a hammer, you gotta smash those eggs with a fucking hammer until all you got is eggshells and debris everywhere and your hands are covered in yolk. But you know what? Everyone's alive, even though they're kind of terrified. A little fear is good for you.
And we'll see you next time on our next episode where we dive deeper into our first campaign on Solasta, ladies and gentlemen.
First impressions, I give it a 9 out of 10. See you later.
And